Hi, so what's happening here is I was slicing up the aim and break and put this on the analog rhythm. Maybe let me just show this to you in a second how this looks like. So there's nothing fancy here, I was just slicing up the aim and break. And I made sure that everything fits to the grid, and the natural warping that is ongoing in the aim and break I am avoiding with having this sliced up in Ableton. And then I'm adding here another drum loop, which is the hot pans, just to have a second drum loop. And then basically I'm bouncing them and transferring them to the analog rhythm. Then, and you see most videos already doing the same thing. I'm having then here the drum loop. And you can of course use the Elektron sequencer and have several specific triggers, and you can start with different starting points and maybe some other things that are relevant for the drum loop. And then basically what's happening here is I'm having one track just with the normal sample, and you see I'm having quite a few triggers on here, so some variation there, just to add some kind of interesting pattern. And if I play this, it sounds like this. Okay, but now let me add another track via the mute group. So that's my point, what I want to show here. On the one hand, the analog rhythm doesn't really have flexible mute groups, but on the other hand, you see the tracks or some specific tracks are linked to each other. For example, here in this case, we're having the closed hi-hat and the open hi-hat. And so therefore, if you trigger this one track and you hear the other track, it will mute the one that is currently playing. Okay? And the same thing here with the hot pans. So I might be wrong, but I couldn't really see this in any other video where somebody is using the capability of the analog rhythm and really utilizing the linked track that you have there, but having really here the MPC style pads. And I was thinking about how can I utilize this for my drum loops. So that's really quite unique about the analog rhythm, and consider this when you're slicing up drum loops and trying to use it for drum loop based music like we all do. On the other hand, what it's lacking is really the flexibility to take the drum loop and map that one with different starting points on the sequencer. So just like I was showing it in my Digitakt video, and then you could add a randomization feature on the sequence and have really quite straightforward progressive aim drum loops. And that's currently not possible on the analog rhythm. I was checking the latest OS update features that they might have added to the analog rhythm, but so far it's not there, but it might come in the future, right? So let's see. So that's it for today, and I hope you like this technique, and you could take it over if you're thinking, if you consider drum loops on the analog rhythm. And talk to you soon. Bye.